What's up everyone? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I am EDUKADO by Sir Arnold Ryan New Mercado. And this time, we're going to discuss another topic in understanding culture, society, and politics. So what we are waiting for, let's start it now. Welcome to our lesson 2. This is all about society, culture, and politics. By the way, I would like to give thanks to the following person, Avance, Balio, and Castro, for lending me a copy of their PowerPoint presentation. So let us discuss what is the difference between society, culture, and politics and their connections to each other. Let's talk about society. Society is a group of individuals sharing a common culture, geographical location, and government. So therefore, masasabi na ang isang lugar ay isang society kapag meron siyang grupo ng mga tao, meron siyang parehas or pare-parehas na kulturang pinapractice, sinusundan, meron tong geographical location, at higit sa lahat, may government siyang naggagabay sa kanya. Kapag ang isa dyan ay nawala, we cannot consider that as a society. Lagi pong tatandaan yon. And according to different social scientists, we have 5 major types of societies according to how they change and develop over time. So ano ba ito? First is the hunting and gathering, horticultural, and pastoral societies. Sa horticultural societies, siya ay uri ng society na nakadepende lamang sa pag-cultivate ng plants or pag-harvest ng mga pananim. Yun ang kanilang pangunahing pinanggagalingan ng pagkain. Meron din naman tayong tinatawag na pastoral societies. Ito naman yung uri ng society na kung saan nakadepende naman ang kanilang pangunahing pagkain mula sa pagpaparami ng mga hayop. So, therefore, mga kadalasang kinakain nila dito ay meat. Next, we also have the agricultural societies. Ayan yung picture niyan, na kung saan may sistema na. Unlike sa horticultural, talagang tanim-tanim bungkal-bungkal lamang sila doon. Dito sa agricultural society, meron na silang sistema ng pananim. At hindi na lang to basta-basta gaya ng sa horticultural society. We also have the industrial societies. Ayan, medyo nag-came up yan way back 1700s, 1800s, the industrial period. That's why lumabas din ang industrial societies. Dito lumabas yung mga factories at kung ano-ano pa. And another is yung post-industrialist societies. Ito naman po yung society na meron tayo as of now na kung saan ginagamit na ang science in different ways. Therefore, malaki na ang gamit ng technology sa post-industrialist societies. Mas malawak na ang development ng society ng mga tao habang tumatagal. And ano kaya ang susunod society natin on the next decade or next century? Hindi natin masasagot. Now, let's talk about culture. So, tapos na tayo sa society. Malinaw na yan. So, itong culture naman ay mahalagang ingredient ng society. Bakit? It's one of the important bases that define and influence a society. Kung sa katawan ng tao, siya yung heart, siya rin yung brain, na kung saan siya yung nagdidikta kung anong klaseng society ang meron ka at ano mga paniniwala ang iyong susundin habang ikaw ay tumatanda or nagkakaroon ng travel sa iyong life course. There are 2 primary categories of culture. Meron tayong material and non-material. Sa material culture, composed po siya ng physical or tangible objects. From the word material, nakikita, nahahawakan, produced, can be shared, and utilized by the whole society, katulad ng tools or implements, paintings, work of arts, architectural styles, weaponry, and toys. Lahat yan ay bahagi ng material culture. Basta nakikita, nahahawakan, bahagi po yun ng material culture. Sa non-material culture naman, consists of intangible properties, intangible. Therefore, hindi mo ito nahahawakan. And elements of society that influence the patterns of action and behavior of its members. So, hindi naman natin pwedeng hawakan yung action, pati behavior. One example ng non-material is yung symbol, na kung saan it convey meaning or represent an idea. We also have the non-material culture, language. It's a set of symbols that enables members of society to communicate verbally or spoken and non-verbally or written or in different kinds of gestures. Now, let me play a video in connection with language, kung paano ba nakakaapekto ang lingwahe ng isang tao sa isang society na kanyang ginagalawan. So, let me play for a while.
The Italian man who went to Malta. One day I'm going to Malta to big hotel. In the morning I go down to eat a breakfast. I tell the waitress I want 2 pieces of toast. She brings me only 1 piece. I tell her I want 2 pieces. She say go to the toilet. I say you don't understand, I want to do piss on my plate. She say you better no piss on the plate, you son of a bitch. I don't even know the lady and she calling me a son of a bitch. Later, I go to eat at a bigger restaurant. The waitress brings me a spoon and a knife, but no fork. I tell her I wanted the fork. She tell me everyone want a fork. I tell her you don't understand, I want a fork on the table. She say you better not fork on the table, you son of a bitch. So I go back to my room in a hotel and there is no sheets on the bed. Call the manager and tell him I want a sheet. He tell me to go to the toilet. I say you don't understand, I want a sheet on my bed. He say you better not shit on my bed, you son of a bitch. I go to the checkout and the man at the desk said peace on you. I said peace on you too, you son of a bitch. I'm going back to Italy. I live.
Alright, so based on the video, malaki ang gampaning ni language because without proper language, we cannot communicate well. We cannot understand kung ano yung sinasabi ng kausap natin. Kagaya niya, di ba? Ang dami niyang ginamit na words, pero dun sa kausap naman niya, iba naman din ang kanyang interpretation. That's literally, yun yung verbal. Pero kapag non-verbal, meron din yan. Like for example, yung pagtingin mo sa isang tao, pagbibigay ng like sign, marami yan. Depende yan sa kulturang pinuntahan mo. Like for example, pag tumingin ka sa mata ng kausap mo, it shows respect. Pero kapag pumunta ka sa western countries at tingnan mo sila sa mata, you mean something. So, iba na kaagad, di ba? So, another example, meron tayong cookies, meron tayong biscuits, pero parehas lang yun. Di ba? Iba lang din yung tawag sa food. Kasi food is part of the culture. So, that's language. Values, on the other hand, are shared ideas, norms, and principles that provide members of society the standards that pertain to what is right or wrong, good or bad, desirable and undesirable. In short, values or kaugalian ay pinagsama-samang ideya, kasanayan, mga prinsipyo na nanggaling sa mga iba't ibang tao mula pa noon hanggang ngayon na nagset ng standards ng tama at ng mali, ng mabuti sa masama, ng akma sa hindi akma. Norms are shared rules of conduct that determine specific behavior among society members. So si norms ay bahagi lang ni values. Isa lamang ito sa kanyang categories na kung saan Pag sinabi kasi nating norms, ito yung kasanayan. Ano na yung mga nakasanayan na sa society? Medyo specific siya kasi si values, broad. One example ng values is yung pagmamano sa matatanda. Pagsasabi ng po at opo. Yan, sa Philippines yan. Now, kapag sa norms, ito naman yung, pag ginamit mo yung pagsasabi ng po at opo, ito naman yung nagdedetermine kung anong klaseng behavior meron sa society. Example, nakita mo na nagbamano sila, nagbibigay respect, therefore, iniisip natin na ang mga nakatira sa society na yun ay respetado, mababait, at edukado. Now, under norms, we have the following: folkways, mores, and laws. So, folkways are the norms that may be violated without serious consequences. So, therefore, ang folkways po ay mga nakasanayan na pwede nating gawing mali na wala namang masyadong kaparusahan. Example, kapag tayo ay hindi nagpo at opo sa matanda, pagagalitan tayo ng mga parents natin, pagsasabihan tayo. That's folkways. Diba? Hindi seryoso yung consequence. Walang mabigat na parusa. Hindi ka papatayin dahil hindi ka nagpo at opo. Next, we have the mores. Si mores naman ay norms with moral connotation. Ayan. So, halimbawa, merong nag-uusap na dalawa at kapag dumaan ka sa gitna nang hindi ka man lang nagsabi na makikiraan po, excuse me, meron na tong moral connotation na ay bastos naman ang batang to, hindi marunong respeto. Yan. O kaya halimbawa, binugbog ng anak ang kanyang mga magulang. So, meron din yung moral connotation. Next, we have the laws. Yung laws naman are norms that are legally enacted and enforced. Ito yung mga nakasanayan na talagang nasa batas. May batas at gabay na kapag ikaw ay gumawa ng mali dun sa law na yon, meron kang consequences or punishment. May pinagbatayan. On the other hand, now let's talk about socialization. It refers to the lifelong process of forging identity through social interaction. Last time, na-discuss natin yung identity. Diba? Siya yung pagkatao or individualidad. At yun ay nagbabago habang tumatagal, habang tayo tumatanda. So, paano na-develop yun? Of course, doon papasok si socialization. Kasi socialization, siya yung nagpo-forge para mabago ka. Kasi no man is an island. Walang taong kayang manirahan ng sarili lamang niya. Lahat tayo ay dumidepende rin sa iba't ibang tao. At kung ano man ang mga nakakasalamuhan natin, kung sino man yan, saan lugar,
10:45 a.m.
10:45 a.m. daw, ay bahagi ito ng pagbabago ng individualidad ng isang tao. Mapaugali, pisikal, lahat ng aspeto niya. Enculturation refers to the process by which an individual earns or acquires the important aspects of his or her society's culture. Let's say for example, pinanganak ka sa Pilipinas. Nung pinanganak ka na sa Pilipinas at lumalaki ka sa Pilipinas, lahat ng kultura natin ay nakuha mo. Ginagawa mo. Therefore, ang tawag doon ay enculturation process. Ine-enculturate mo lahat ng kultura na meron sa isang lugar na kung saan ka nagsimula. Now, wala dito sa PowerPoint natin ha. Kapag halimbawa, galing kang Pilipinas, then you travel. Nag-travel ka papuntang Spain. Then, puro Spaniards yun. Language pa lang, mahirap na. So, nag-stay ka doon. Then, you're trying to adapt the culture na meron sila. Ang tawag doon, acculturation. Kabaliktaran siya ni enculturation. One more example. What if nasa Pilipinas ako, pero ang mga gusto ko ay mga anime, K-pop. So, ano ba siya? Enculturation ba o acculturation? That's acculturation. Acquiring the other's culture. So, meron tayong tinatawag na context. Context refers to all particular circumstances of a certain culture and is defined by location, weather, time period, and other factors. So, dito malalaman ang isang kultura. Depende sa lokasyon, panahon, gaano kahaba ang oras, at iba't iba pa. Society and culture according to the three disciplines. So, ano ba itong three disciplines na to na pinagbabatayan natin sa society? We have the anthropology, or it considers culture as the central focus of its discipline. Oo nga naman, diba? Meron tayong two approaches dyan. We have the relativistic approach, considers cultures are equal. So, lahat ay pantay-pantay according to this approach. Meron din tayong ethnocentric approach. Ito naman yung paniniwala na ang native culture is superior to other culture. Kung ano yung mga naunang kultura noon, mas paniniwalaan yun. That's ethnocentric. Sa mundo ngayon, we have the relativistic approach kasi lahat tayo pare-parehas na equal ang kultura sa bawat bansa. Ethnocentrism diminishes or invalidates other ways of life and creates a distorted view of one's own. Conversely, there are some societies that have the tendency or consider their culture as inferior to others. Ang tawag doon ay sinocentrism. Again, sa sinocentrism, tingin ng ibang kultura na mas mababa sila kumpara doon. So therefore, ang tingin nila sa ibang culture, superior. Ang tingin nila sa kultura nila mismo, inferior. Example, may times tayo na sinocentrism ang Pilipinas. We're trying to adopt some words, clothes, fashions of Korean people. Therefore, iniisip natin na mas nakakahigit ang Korean culture, mas maganda din sila, mas mahusay sa fashion. So therefore, ang tawag doon, sinocentrism. We have also the cultural relativism, recognizes and accepts the cultural differences between society. Ayan, yung sinasabi natin kanina na pagkakapantay-pantay. Kung ano man yung pagkakaiba-iba ng bawat kultura, yan ay ina-accept sa isang society. Now, take a look at the picture. Sabi nung nude na babae, everything covered but her eyes. What a cruel male-dominated culture. So, ang tingin niya doon sa Muslim ay kawawa naman yung babae kasi siya ay nabuhay sa isang society na puro lalaki. Ito naman yung sagot ng Muslim. Nothing covered but her eyes. What a cruel male-dominated culture. Sa kanya naman, tingin naman yung mata lang ang balot. Pero the rest are nude. So therefore, niisip nyo na, kawawa din tong babaeng to. Kasi nga, dominated din siya ng lalaking kultura. So, magkaiba sila ng perspective. Ang tawag doon, sinocentrism. Ethnocentrism pala. Ethnocentrism. Kasi sa ethnocentrism nga po pala, learn to accept the culture in a society. Pero kasi may prinsipyo yan ng xenocentrism. Kailangan equal pa rin sila to each other. Respect. Sociology, ito na yung pangalawang discipline, relates culture with the overall context of social order. So, mayaman, mahirap, may kaya. Therefore, dyan nababatay ang kultura. Meron tayong tinatawag na structural functionalism. Operates on the assumption that society is stable and orderly system. So, iniisip dyan na yung society natin ay functionable, stable na siya, at may sinusundan tong sistema. Kaya stable. We have another, the conflict theory assumes that there is a constant power struggle among the various social groups and institutions within society. So dito medyo nagaganap to sa Pilipinas, may pagkakagulo sa power and nagkakaroon ng mga konting usapin na hindi matapos-tapos sa loob lamang ng society and some social groups. Another is in symbolic interactionism, views individual and group behavior and social interactions as defining features of society. Ayan. So dito naman, yung individual at ang isang grupo, yung kanilang mga ugali at pakikisalamuha sa isa't isa, iyan ang bumubuo sa society. So hindi tinitinan yung yaman ng isang tao o ng pamilya. The third discipline, political science, also examines culture as a vital aspect of society. Culture, together with political socialization, is analyzed in order to explain political behavior such as voting patterns and the behavior of leaders. So therefore, isa siyang method how to monitor those people in the government. We have also the multiculturalism. Ito naman ay ideology that acknowledge and promotes cultural diversity within society. So ano man yung pagkakaiba-iba ng bawat tao ay tanggap dito sa lugar na to at pinopromote pa. Meron din tayong cultural relativism, implies that all aspects of particular culture should be accepted and even celebrated. Ayan, so bahagi rin siya ng multiculturalism. On the other hand, cultural sensitivity advances awareness and acceptance of cultural difference but encourage a critical stance in dealing with issues regarding diversity. So dito naman sa paniniwalang ito, may awareness and acceptance. Yun nga lang, medyo kailangan talagang pag-aralan ng pakikipag-deal sa kanila kasi may mga Asian regions as of now na sensitive pa rin, hindi pa rin sila open sa ibang kultura. Now, thank you so much for your listening. Alright. If you want to have a copy of our PowerPoint, just email me, anodrimercado@gmail.com, and like my page, I am EDUKADO, at Facebook. And subscribe to my channel, I am EDUKADO. Thank you so much for your listening. Good night.